Ready to have your healthy food illusions shattered? Let's dive into 10 everyday good-for-you choices that might be playing you harder than a junk food commercial. Number 10. The sweet lie, honey and the scam called raw. You paid extra for that fancy jar of raw honey, thinking you're basically pouring liquid gold from nature into your cup, right? Well, sorry to burst your bubble. What you bought might be as natural as your aunt's favorite Instagram filter. Most commercial honey goes through a nightmare spa treatment, heated to extreme temperatures, filtered until it's clearer than your last breakup, stripped of nearly half the good stuff you thought you were buying. Antioxidants? Gone. Digestive enzymes? Bye. Bee pollen that supports immunity? Evaporated. The food industry looked at a perfect product from nature and said, let's improve it by removing everything that makes it special. Why? Because people want pretty honey. If it crystallizes or looks cloudy, we panic. So they heat it to keep it liquid, filter it to make it look flawless, and quietly destroy all the health benefits. Here's the kicker. They're still allowed to slap the word raw on the label even after nuking it. There are no strict rules for what raw means. It's like calling orange soda juice because it's orange. Want real honey? Go local. Look for cloudy honey that might crystallize. It may not look perfect, but at least it's real, the way bees made it. Number 9. The 0-gram trans fat trick. Math games for people who eat like birds. You see 0-gram trans fat on a package and think, nice, safe to eat. Well, buckle up. You're being gamed with legal math magic. If a serving has less than 0.5 grams of trans fat, companies are allowed to round it down to 0. And guess who decides what a serving is? That's right, the companies. 1 cookie, 1 serving. 3 crackers, 1 serving. You eat half the bag, you just had 10 servings of 0 and maybe 4 grams of trans fat. The trick? Make the serving tiny, keep trans fat per serving under 0.5, legally, call it 0. Want to know if you're being played? Flip the package and check for partially hydrogenated oils. If it's there, there's trans fat, no matter what the label says. It's like they're saying, you'll be fine as long as you only eat 3 crumbs and stop like a robot. Number 8. The coconut water crisis, when tap water pretends to be a tropical superfood. You're sipping coconut water, feeling healthy and hydrated, maybe even a little tropical. But some brands are pulling off the beverage version of a catfish. Real coconut water? It's pure, from young green coconuts, full of electrolytes, lightly nutty, and slightly salty. Some companies, though, dilute it with regular water, add sugar, toss in artificial coconut flavoring. The result? Coconut-flavored sugar water sold at premium prices. Flip the label. If you see anything other than young coconut water, you're drinking tropical soda in a tracksuit. Worse, some are so processed that actual coconut experts can't recognize the taste anymore. You're paying for island magic and getting overpriced candy juice. Number 7. Plant-based burgers, when vegetables get plastic surgery to look like beef. Plant-based burgers sound like the future. Ethical, sustainable, healthy. But some of them are basically science projects with grill marks. To mimic meat, they go through more processing than a reality star's Instagram feed. Protein isolates, lab-generated fats, artificial heme to bleed. Some have 4 times the sodium of regular beef patties. The fats? Not heart-friendly. The ingredient list reads like a chemistry midterm. You think plant-based equals healthy? Remember, potato chips are plant-based too. If your burger needs a lab and a microscope to make sense, maybe just eat actual vegetables. Number 6. Almond milk, when 2% almonds throw a party in 98% water. You bought almond milk, thinking, yay, a creamy, nutty, dairy-free dream. But guess what? You mostly bought water. Most almond milk has only 2% almonds. That means 98% is water, stabilizers, thickeners like gums, and a sprinkle of almond dreams. It's like inviting 100 people to an almond party and only 2 show up. Awkward. Homemade almond milk, rich, flavorful, real. Store-bought? Almond-scented tap water in disguise. Why do companies do this? Because almonds are expensive, and you're not checking the ingredients. They're selling you gold-labeled puddles and hoping you don't notice. Number 5. Wheat bread lies. When white bread puts on a brown costume. You grab the brown loaf, feeling proud. I'm making smart carb choices. But unless the label says 100% whole wheat, you might have just bought white bread with a spray tan. Some brands add caramel coloring to make the bread look brown, then toss a few seeds on top so it feels wholesome. Legally, they can call it wheat bread because all bread is technically made from wheat. But that wheat flour on the label, it's just refined white flour, stripped of fiber and nutrients like a mugged kernel in a dark alley. Check the ingredients. If enriched or refined shows up first, you're eating brownish white bread wearing a disguise. Number 4. Muffin mitts. When birthday cake pretends to be breakfast. That blueberry muffin you grabbed on your way to work, it's basically a cupcake that lied on its resume. Some store-bought muffins contain up to 45 grams of sugar. That's like 9 to 11 sugar cubes for breakfast. Calories as high as 680 per muffin. That's more than a Big Mac. And those blueberries might not even be real. Some are artificial flavor blobs dyed blue. Low-fat version, even worse. They take out the fat and pour in more sugar to keep it tasty. It's like swapping your coffee habit for an energy drink addiction. These muffins are full of refined flour and processed fats your body hates. Your blood sugar goes high sky, then crashes like a toddler after candy day. Number 3. Veggie chip deception. Regular chips that went to art school. Those fancy veggie chips with carrots and beets on the bag, you're thinking you're eating salad in chip form. Think again. Ingredients, usually potato flour, cornstarch, and a whisper of vegetable powder. It's like putting a drop of carrot juice in a swimming pool and calling it a veggie spa. Calories and fat, nearly the same as regular chips. Nutrients, mostly destroyed in processing. Some brands brag, made with 30% real vegetables. That still means 70% not veggies, and even that 30% got fried beyond recognition. Colorful packaging, carefully designed. Those sad muted greens and reds inside, the veggie spirit has left the building. You're paying extra for chips with a fine arts degree. Number 2. The salad scam. When a burger hides under a leafy wig. You ordered the salad, you feel proud. Health goals, right? But this salad's playing you harder than Vegas. It starts innocent, a few lettuce leaves. Then comes a mountain of cheese, croutons, basically deep-fried bread cubes, fried chicken strips oiled up like a mechanic's overalls, and a flood of creamy dressing that could drown a toddler. Total calories? Increasing 960 plus. More than a burger and fries. Basically 1.5 Mac Big Macs in a green costume. Your brain sees green and says, healthy, but your body, that's a cheeseburger wearing a salad wig. Number 1. The frozen yogurt fallacy. Dessert in a healthy disguise. Frozen yogurt gets a healthy halo. It's yogurt. It's good for me. But reality check, it often has more sugar than ice cream. Ice cream, 28 grams of sugar per cup. Froyo, 37. That's 9 extra sugar cubes. Surprise! And because of the healthy label, you eat more of it. It's good for me. I'll have 3. Then comes the massive bowl, more like a soup cauldron. And the toppings bar, sprinkles, chocolate chips, crushed cookies, syrupy fruit goo. By the time you're done, you've made a Froyo sundae more dangerous than actual ice cream. Probiotics, mostly dead from the freezing process. Tangy yogurt flavor, covered with sugar so people won't complain. Bottom line, next time you grab that healthy Froyo, remember, at least ice cream is honest about being dessert. Still curious? Totally new topics coming up. Don't miss the next videos.